Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and like kind of kick it off. Take your time, do whatever. But yeah, you can just plug your headphones in right here. There's a channel on the back. I think you're channel 1. So yeah, as far as kicking it off goes, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I have my good friend here, Devin Craig.
Yo, what up, players?
What up, players? Devin and I, we go way back, man. You know, we've been friends for years. We were in $1 Check for a while together. Dev was like the original bass player for it. I DJ'd his wedding. We've just been good buds ever since. So stoked to have my good friend Devin here. Hey, let's crack these real quick, brother. Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. So like the last time I had you over, one sec.
Get a sip of that. Let it marinate in the mouth.
Yeah, let it marinate.
See how you like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'll want to
check 1,
get
2.
that up nice and close.
Yeah, let's take a look at the levels here. We're checking.
Sure
I'm not gonna peek anything at all. What's up, baby?
Hey, yeah. I cannot sing.
You can't. Well, you know what? I can't either. But apparently, every band I'm in is like, Devin, you can sing. It's like, can you take me higher?
Dude, it's funny. I feel like Creed's kind of like making a resurgence.
It's fucking coming back
because like people love to hate it, but they secretly love it.
Well, it's like Creed, Nickelback, Three Doors Down, like all those bands of like, we're back, baby. You know what? You know how you were memeing on us this entire time?
Yeah.
We're back. We're going to do this right. And everyone's like, all right, let's go to the concert. And
what it was for me, I saw this video on Instagram where they replayed Creed at like the Cowboys Super Bowl or something.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that clip?
I didn't see the clip, but I heard about it.
It was honestly pretty fire. I was like, damn, that's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, because everyone was like talking, it's like, oh, they're back. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I also saw that, I don't know if you listened to Theo Vaughn's podcast at all.
A little bit, yeah.
But the YouTube recommended me a video, and he was actually talking to the lead singer of that band, but I never clicked on it. It's been in my to-watch playlist for a while, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, there's, oh man, dude, talk about like podcast clips. Like if you look at my algorithm, there's like Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan. It's like all these clips always come up all the time.
Yeah, I love, I watch YouTube constantly all day. Like I don't have Netflix or, Disney Plus or any of those other streaming services.
You gotta have Disney Plus.
Dude, it's weird. My memberships are weird. I have YouTube Premium, and then I have Tidal. I have Spotify. So I have 2 music streams.
That's great.
And that's really about it. But the reason for the 2 music streams thing is because Tidal, I use it when I DJ. You can actually build your playlists in Tidal and then stream the tracks, but still manipulate them with the controller.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And it makes building playlists way fast and easy.
I need something like that. I saw someone. So I DJ'd not too long ago. For my cousin's get together.
Oh, I don't think I hit record on the camera. It's all good.
This is gonna be blank. It's fine. Check 1, 2.
We're good. We're back.
And we're back.
No, it's cool. I'll just probably add the video in right when I hit record, and it'll be
Look, to just add like a thumbnail ahead of time,
Yeah.
You donkey
Silly
punching me or something like that.
I'm being my own Jamie here, so you'll have to excuse me.
Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up for me?
I need a Jamie. There's a good spot for somebody right here. We even got a chair for him.
We got a chair. We need someone extra.
Actually, I kind of have a Jamie. My buddy Zach, he's been wanting to help me with this podcast.
Yeah, well,
He's
I was gonna say I know it's just us today, but I've been going back your epilogue, your discography, or however you want to say it, but your all previous podcasts. I've been like listening to them, and
nice. I think this is the 11th one.
Number 11, baby.
Yeah, we're in the double digits.
We're double timing. You got a double timer here with you. Shout out to the big boys.
Double cheeseburgers. For everybody.
Double patty, extra special sauce. That's me, seed bun. But yeah, I've seen him here doing stuff with you. He's a great little cohort, and
he brought his nephew, and he's a MMA fighter. He just won a fight and actually a belt.
I saw. So he did. Yeah, I was listening to that. I was like, yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't do fighting things.
Yeah, you don't follow fighting.
I don't follow fighting, so forgive me. But listening to it is always entertaining. I
Yeah.
can appreciate the field, the commitment, and people getting into it.
I used to follow fighting a lot more, but I just haven't been watching UFCs because I'm usually working Saturday nights, I think. But it's interesting to me.
You're a busy.
I
boy
played
on
the heck out of the
weekend.
video games. You know, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't know a whole lot of that field, but
Yeah.
it's dope hearing about it because I mean, just like music, you know, not everyone knows everything about
Yeah. Well,
musical stuff.
it's hard. I think it's like it's interesting when you like spend a lot of time trying to get good at something. You know,
Yeah.
trying to learn how to be good at something.
It takes time. It does.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, for instance, even like what I was just about to talk about is like DJing. You know, there was a guy there that had newer software than what I've been using for years, and he had something that like auto mix your playlist together, like just groups the songs, and it like automatically like low pass filter on.
Oh
and,
wow!
And
It just DJs for you.
It DJs for you. Now, good and bad things about that. It's like, oh, that's a great song, and then all of a sudden it'll pop in. It's like Sweet Home Alabama,
Oh, no.
and it's like, oh, that just killed the vibe.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves the dance floor.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, a little screech of the record. But I was like, that's a really cool. You know, there are newer technology as audio engineers. We got to like keep. You feel like you're
always constantly learning, dude.
always behind.
That's true. Yeah, constantly updating and learning new stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to talk about a little bit about DJing because
Yes.
you know you DJ. My first like real opportunity to get to use like a controller, like a 2-channel controller, was actually at your wedding.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because like I DJ'd a bunch of other different kinds of situations. I'd even done weddings, but I'd never done it with a controller, just kind of like playing the right music at the right time, you know,
Right.
setting moments up. And then I DJ'd the burlesque show at Lucky's, the Broadway review. And that was like similar, just like setting up, playing the right songs at the right time and, you know, picking some relevant background music for the host to talk to and then making sure that the next song was the right one for the performance and, just kind of queuing things up, but then actually get into do it with a controller for the first time at your wedding was really cool. And then I got this job doing sound for the Drake, and like every weekend they basically just have DJs.
Yeah.
And so I really got to like watch them and kind of like fast track my learning curve watching them. So that was like really nice. And then I finally got a controller and just started putting it together.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I just have a little Pioneer. I think it's a DDJ Rev 1.
Yeah, nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I haven't found anything like outside of its capabilities that I need to learn to do yet. Like I'm still, learning quite a bit, but like so far it's been able to do everything I need it to do,
Yeah.
There's some features that would be cool to have that I could see.
Oh, absolutely. They're even with like when you use mine's outdated, 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's plastic, new mark, but I mean, it's enough to kind of get you started, and especially like Pioneer, nothing to scoff at because they do a lot of great stuff. So,
Pioneer makes cool stuff for sure. One thing I was saying, like like a feature to be desired. What would be cool is to have like motorized turntables.
yes,
Yeah, because
Yes.
mine, they like you can turn them and like manipulate forward or backwards, but it'd be cool. I feel like for like I'm just barely starting to touch the surface of scratching and stuff.
Yeah.
So it seems like it would be cool to have like a motorized turntable to like stop and start.
Yeah, and you gotta look because a lot of these programs, nerd stuff right now. A lot of these programs, you'll be able to open up and see the sound wave, what you're gonna actually scratch, and get an idea of that.
Trying to find a kick or a snare to
kick
go
or
back
snare.
and forth on.
Yeah, that's like always fun. Cymbal, or even going like on vocals or something like that to get that wicka, wicka, kind of. Yeah, I did that really well. Wicka, wicka. Yeah, and
Chikachar.
Oh, exactly. You need something like that. Have you seen that video that's out there of a guy? He's got his DJ set up and he's got his turntables on going there, and it's actually like the faux vinyl kind of look. Well, anyways, he goes I got depression. It's got that one.
That's funny, dude. The speaking of vinyls thing made me think of one time. One of the first times I was doing sound for a DJ was using vinyl. I was like getting this feedback, and I was like, "What is causing that?" You know,
Mhm.
and it's crazy with vinyl. Like it has to be like sitting still. If the stage is vibrating, it could cause feedback.
Yeah, man, it's a dated technology, but it is cool, and but yeah, you'll find problems that you never thought you'd have.
Yeah, with like that physical, like old hardware, analog
Mhm.
hardware.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's the best.
that's super interesting. I was like, "Whoa, okay, I get it," but that didn't make sense to me.
No, and I know I get what you're saying, and you got to be. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're mixing with something like that, because
Yeah.
any like little error, it makes you more cautious, more aware, more
Yeah.
like in the moment of like, okay, I got to know where to transfer over, scratch here, and make
Yeah.
not screw up.
Yeah, that was definitely surprising running into that. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of live sound lately.
Which is great, man. You're
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so I can work at Lucky's, Big Dirty, and John Henry's now.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm learning. I'm learning the system at Big Dirty. That's the one I'm, need to get the most familiar with right now.
Mhm.
But I've worked at John Henry's. I know that system, and Lucky's system. I work there pretty regularly now. So, yeah, it's all like
Nice.
once you know your way around a mixer, you can kind of figure out what how to work each system. It's just kind of like relearning it a different way each time.
Get those systems with the iPad, Behringer X32,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, we use actually at all three venues they're controlling with a tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the future.
Lucky's is running on a Mackie DL32.
Okay.
John Henry's on the Yamaha I think 7CL or something. It's an old big Yamaha
Yeah,
mixer.
yeah.
And then the one at Big Dirty is a Behringer. I think it's the X32.
X32. Yeah. That's
And
that's a
their
big one.
light system is pretty wild. They got lots of lights in there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's really what I'm. I think I need to work on improving that area the most right now. Is like just learning how to set up and program lights.
Yeah, that's something that I leave for those automatic lights to do.
Yeah.
So for DJing, I have that tower, and it's got basically goes to the beat.
Right.
Thing.
Yeah. They kind of go off of vibration and stuff.
Yeah.
But like
Doing them for bands, it's a different thing.
Yeah. The Drake was the first time I got like to use some real lighting software that's like capable of telling the lights exactly what to do.
Mhm.
And it was it's this software called Titan, and it's pretty interesting. Like
Titan.
you can like pick each light fixture, tell it what color to be, how bright to be. If it moves, you can tell it to point whatever direction. And so I'm right now kind of like where I can operate those systems, but I need to learn how to program them and set them up and build them.
Yeah. No, that's like any of these softwares you get into, just go and learn them. I mean, it's even switching from DAWs, like you have to work your way around from what you know.
Yeah, I use two right now. Logic was kind of my go-to, just because I use I have a MacBook for
Solid.
everything.
Very
But
solid.
also been using Reaper for actually on and off for a long time. I used Reaper to record one of my metal bands in the past, and then Tulpas uses Reaper for basically everything too.
Yes, the drummer, Tulpas.
Yeah.
Metal.
Yeah, man. Dude, okay, I don't know if
Tell me about it.
I don't know if I can. I mean, it hasn't been announced yet, but I think we can just do it because we need to announce it ASAP anyways. But Tulpas, we're gonna
Going on tour with Creed.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
We're having our debut at John Henry's February 10th.
No, I'm gonna be out of town. No,
Oh,
no. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Saturday at John Henry's. We got
Oh yeah, announce that.
yeah.
Tell everyone.
So we got 4 bands on it, counting us. So it's Tulpas, Bloody Pineapples,
Nice.
Within Caskets, and Toxic Witch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, man, that sounds fun. If there's a way I can cancel out of what I'm doing, I will try. But I would love to come see that.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I'd love to have you there. If you don't get to make it to that one, there's nothing else booked, but I'm sure something will be coming up this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Really good. It's been just like working my ass off, like just trying to
Getting the timing
memorize,
down, baby.
Yeah, timing and memorizing songs and it's all really complicated, but I've got all 7 songs. We're playing a 7-song set, memorized, and just been grinding them every day, just playing them every day. Try to go through the set at least once a day. If I take a day off, I'll come back the next day and play it twice.
Yeah, all the time,
just
changes,
muscle memory.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah, so super excited. That's been going really well. We had some rehearsals the last, I think, 2 weeks, and
In person.
Yeah, in person.
Oh, good.
The first one, for me personally, I felt like I wanted to play so much better, and then came back to the second time. I was like, okay, I feel a lot better because I knew what to work on, after that one. So
Who knew? Practice makes better,
Oh yeah. Dude, speaking of practice, if you look over there, you can see all the wood chips. There's just like sawdust all over the
Moses,
carpet.
dude, you are a machine. Look at that.
I've been going through sticks, yeah.
Going. Hey, shout out to Collision 6, today's sponsor for today.
Yeah. Man, I haven't heard from them in a minute.
Have you not?
Need to figure out what's going on with
Just
that.
talk with them. It's like, hey guys, still play.
I think that was a year ago. I can't remember how long ago that I got that endorsement. But yeah,
it was a little over a year ago, if not 20.
It might have been like 2 years ago, honestly.
21.
Yeah, it was probably a while ago.
When did we get together to? Oh yeah, we were trying to do a cover of MGMT's.
Oh yeah.
Electric Feel.
Yeah.
And we haven't finished that, did we?
I know. So we were trying to do audio video thing, and I think that I just got buried in the takes and kind of lost which takes to use.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah, we should redo
Which
that.
shitty takes do we want to take out of Devin's performance?
Well,
that's
think
fair.
Maybe didn't you play like 2 parts too?
I played 2 parts for sure on the guitar. I did try, because I think for one of them I didn't like, and then I tried it again, and I liked the second take. I think more so, but I think there was a couple parts where I did.
Maybe we should do one where we do it together live.
Do it together live. We need to find some peeps,
That could be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
some keys.
Oh, that'd be really cool. And then just put cameras on each one of us and like put a little video together.
Yeah, little
That'd be pretty
GoPro
cool.
action. Late at night.
I
Naked.
need to meet some really
preferred.
good keyboard players. I don't really know too many keyboard
I
players.
don't know either, other than the person that's in my band. I could always hit him up. He's really good at keys.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'll plug this. I'm a part of. So now I'm in Hot Fuzz.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a band. It's a band that does a lot of groovy covers. Your normal bar sounding covers for doing stuff. And we actually have a gig coming up actually on February 3rd.
Oh, nice.
At the Cooler. Come on down to the Cooler. Have a good time.
Nice. Yeah. You guys are great. I got to do sound for you guys in Cottage Grove that one time.
Yes, you did. It was. And we super appreciated it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
You guys play a lot of really cool pop songs.
pop songs, stuff that
It's just gonna hit instantly.
it's just a bunch of white people playing covers that maybe we should or should not be playing. But here we are. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Yeah.
Dude, pop music is so fun, man. When I was a kid, I actually used to not like music because of like pop music and stuff that was on the radio when I was a kid. I was like,
this is a great subject to get into.
I kind of hate it.
Way.
And then I heard like distorted guitars, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I want to listen to music. I want to listen to heavy metal music.
What was the album that came out? Because we're relatively within the same range. I'm a little older than you, but same birthdays, by the way.
Yeah,
we never discussed that.
You're right. We never did discuss that.
And
we're basically twins.
We're like twins.
Yeah.
You have more of the hair. I have more of the grays and the fatter, flabby body.
I'm getting the grays.
Yeah, they're coming. Oh,
They're coming.
They're gonna come. Yeah, they're gonna
they're
come
in my beard. They're on my chest.
They're gonna get you. They're gonna
But
get your ball sack.
30 feels pretty good. I'm good with 30.
30 is good. But no, what was the album that came out and you were like, I like this. This is like something.
The first album that I liked and that I ever got was Limp Bizkit, chocolate starfish and hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my first CD ever, dude. Yeah. I still love that band.
I think I have heard that before, and it just still cracks me up.
Dude, I still love that band, and this is
Limp
funny.
Bizkit's coming back too.
They
How
are.
did we miss that?
Oh, dude, they're still sick. I watch videos of them live on YouTube sometimes, and
He's
they're
got like
sick.
a cowboy hat on. It's like, yeah, if
Dude,
you don't know.
Fred Durst is the man. Yeah, and
Dude,
John
Wes-
Otto, the drummer,
yes.
DJ Lethal, guitar player. What's his name?
Wes
Borland.
Wes Borland.
I just actually watched a clip last night of him. He was showcasing a bunch of his gear and stuff, and it was really cool.
I
he's a
saw
wild
that
dude.
video, and he's just going over just talking. I was like, yeah, I had this Marshall head from.
Yeah.
it's just so it
You
is
saw it.
cool. Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, oh, this is. I was like, must be nice to have all that gear, but no, it's super dope, and yeah, they're
Dude,
coming.
my friend that I got hired with at the same time at Guitar when I started working at Guitar Center, his name's Cody Lamb. Shout out Cody Lamb. But I asked him shortly after we started working together. I was like, "Who's your favorite drummer?" And he said John Otto. I was like, "What? Who says John Otto's their favorite drummer?"
You give like a Danny Carey out there.
Yeah, but I was like, honestly, I love that dude. That's fucking awesome.
nice. Oh man,
John Otto is a great drummer.
is it? And you know what?
Combines hip hop and metal so good.
Does it really well.
Yeah.
Does it super well. And it's, you know what's funny? It's just like, it's catchy, you know? Because you know what? Here's the thing is that it's almost a catchphrase in yourself gets ingrained, like pop music. It gets ingrained in your head, and you have like that thing. It's just one of those days.
Yeah.
You have that in your head.
Hooks and catchphrases.
It just hooks in your head because, you know, and I do that all the time where I'm always like quoting things from movies or something like that. And
Dude,
yeah,
speaking of that, I'm learning these a couple songs for this open mic night that we're doing at Lucky's. We're having one this Sunday, but I'm learning like these silly pop songs that I never thought I would learn before. Like, it's like, I'm a bitch,
I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother.
Like,
yeah.
all right, well, let's learn that, I guess. But it's funny, dude, because it's so easy.
Yes.
And you just like sit back there and play drums and hold it down, and then it just goes together so easy. Somebody sings and everybody loves it. It's funny.
It's just, well, yeah, like classic style karaoke, you know, something that everyone can like.
Well, that's kind of that. I kind of want to incorporate like almost like live karaoke kind of a thing,
like a band in the background kind of thing. Like, you're your own rock band, and you just play to.
Like, we just have like a bunch of cover songs that we could do, and if somebody knows it and they want to hop up and sing,
I mean, that would be dope.
Yeah.
It can cause chaos real quick.
It could,
but
You're right.
you know what? That's.
I think with like certain people that I know that it would be cool to coordinate it with. That'd be really cool. But the idea of the open mic is, it's more than that. I guess like if somebody has like an original act, they can come up and do like 3 songs. They're like little 15-minute sets. We had our first one last month, and it went really well. Actually, we had some original artists. We had some stand-up comedians.
Nice.
And a bunch of different artists, like everything from like acoustic guitar player, singer, songwriter to
Did
like
Zach do that?
pop singer. What's that?
Did he? Has he been coming by? Zach?
Oh yeah, actually Zach, they did. They opened it up for us. Him and his bass player. Yeah, he did Walking Train song.
Nice,
and they're great.
Lovely guy. Shout out to Zach.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so on your earlier podcast with Zach, he shouted out my name, and I was like, oh, my name is in there. It's
yeah. That was cool to get a shout out.
It was cool to get a shout out. So shout out Zach. But I remember the story he told basically of the time that we did the music video thing for Eugene's.
The
Eugene
24-hour music competition.
24-hour music competition.
Or was it 72? I think it was. Because it was like a weekend.
It's a weekend.
Because
Yeah.
24 would be crazy.
There would be no way.
That's impossible.
Yeah, but he was talking about like where they got that guy in to fill in for me because I was double booked.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He's like the one time this guy. So yeah, this one guy filled in for Devin, and that weekend we were making a music video. Had to make it that weekend because it was a 72-hour music video competition, and on top of that, we had a show which we incorporated into the video. So it's funny. There's this guy.
At Lucky's.
There's this guy playing bass in our first music video that only was a part of the band for that weekend.
5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
He was there for like the shortest period of time, and I like kept giving him. Was like, here, you can just play this, man. And unfortunately, I doubled because I was in 2 bands at the time, and I was trying to trying to do that. Was a long weekend for me, so I was trying my best to make it work, and I just tried to give here's some tips and tricks, man, to make it work. And then he and I was like, all right, and then I just basically sent him with a packed lunch, and he was on his way, and I was like, all right, good luck, buddy. And as far as you guys said, he's like, I did pretty good. And then after that, he's like, I'm never going to talk to you guys again. That was probably a lot of pressure. It's fine, no, not everyone has big balls for that.
Yeah, I mean, to get a band to work is such a challenge, to commit to something like that after, one weekend, you're like, wait, is this what I should be doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's, I don't know. It's funny. I can I don't know. I don't really remember how he did or the interactions with that person, but, that's just a funny story.
Yeah. That's a good kind of lead in of like how I kind of came to you guys to $1 check.
How did we meet? That's right.
Okay. Here we go. Story time, everyone.
Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah, go ahead.
You remember that? Okay. So basically, if it wasn't for me working at an auto parts store, they used to deliver to Rocky.
Yeah.
And I used to pick on everyone, but I
Rocky's
picked on
the guitar player, singer.
Rocky, guitar player, professional douchebag. Anyways, shout out Rocky. No, we used to chat all the time, and one evening he's like, "Hey, would you ever want to come by, check out the band, play around, bring your gear, check it out?" And I came by to your guys' place,
the Whistle Stop.
The Whistle Stop.
Crestwell.
Yeah, the Whistle Stop. And I remember strolling up and I was like, is this an apartment complex? Or
yeah, it's like a barbershop, an apartment complex, a jam space. It's
like
a mechanic shop.
I was like, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
And but no, I came in and played, and I did preface to him. I was like, I'm not much of a reggae fan, but I can jam. And then I jammed with you guys because originally I was like a metal guy.
Same, yeah.
And I was like, well, let's try it out. And I tried it out, and I was like, oh, that was interesting. And then it was like, hey, you want to come by again? Came by again. I'm sorry, I'm just dabbling on. But anyways,
please that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. But eventually it just turned into like, well, let's play a gig. And we played a gig, and I learned the songs you guys had, and then eventually got to a point where we started writing together and just kept.
We started playing a lot. I think you were in the band for what, a year?
It was a few years. I want to say 2013 to 24. So I think it was about 2-ish years.
Yeah,
something
about
like
2
that.
years. It sounds right.
And at a certain point, I wanted to start doing other projects and dedicate time to that, and which I did and failed. We were trying to find someone to fill the shoes, and that was about the time we did the 72-hour music video challenge.
Yeah, where Elijah was kind of coming in.
And Elijah came in. I think we met up we did a wedding.
Let's see. What wedding would that have been?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I think I remember what you're talking about. It was a Crestwell wedding, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We were doing a wedding, and Elijah came by, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, I can try it out."
Yeah.
And if you want to try it out, you can try it out. And he tried it out, and I was like, "Dude, this guy is the fit."
Yeah.
Like he
Absolutely.
has the vibe. He totally has the vibe.
Yeah.
I love this guy. Let's get him in, and he's in.
Yep.
Shout out Elijah.
There
you go.
I want to have those guys on too on this podcast. There's a lot of guests.
You have a lot of people,
dude. There's so many people that I want to talk to.
We finally did it. And I'm so happy that we're doing this.
I want to be more consistent with this year. I think I get kind of freaked out. Like podcasting is kind of scary. Like just being scary. So like open out on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Even though maybe 100 people will see this, but like. I don't know. It's just weird, dude.
It's what I think I like it because it's almost like you're having a conversation. Like every time I've been listening to your podcast that I'm on, I keep looking at the microphone. Hi. Every time every time I listen to your podcast, I'm always like, I know these guys, and I get to listen to them. And then there's ones that I haven't. I know of them, but I haven't really spent time with them, and I get to hear from them.
Yeah.
Like I know Sky, and I get to like listen over to his.
That's right.
Jay Castle, shout out to that douchebag.
One of my favorite so far that I've gotten to do. We had a fun time talking on that one.
I love the cheers, man. Unfortunately,
yeah, we were drinking tequila or something like
taking
that.
some shots, and
taking shots.
It looked like a great time, and
it was pretty fun.
And it's like there's a great meme of like you sitting next to a billboard of friends talking, and it's like I'm there, and I can understand the scary part of it because there are creepers out there you need to look out for. But no, I think it's cool because I love the fact that it's like, oh, it's people I know, and I love the fact they're doing that.
There's some people this year that I want to talk to. One that really stands out that I want to talk to. Her name is Anna, and she runs this reptile like rescue. It's really cool, and she just opened up a shop. I think it's down in Roseburg is where it's at. But yeah, she just like takes in these reptiles that maybe didn't get cared for, they don't have a place for or anymore, or whatever, and like totally rehabilitates them and finds them homes. And so now she's got they opened up their own shop down there, and I want to go talk to her and learn about that. It's super cool. I've always kind of been into reptiles, like growing up as a kid. I had like pet snakes and lizards.
Oh,
and
really?
Stuff.
Yeah, one of those kids.
And then let's see, who else is there I want to talk to. I got some local stand-up comedians I want to talk to. Seth Milstein and Chaz Hyde.
How is the like the local comedy scene? Because I know there was one.
Yeah, there's we at Lucky's there's one that we do every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, and I'll pop in there sometimes.
I guess I should be less of a hermit and check it out.
Yeah. I used to go to stand-up shows every other week or whatever from there probably around like 2015, 16. And then because I had a friend that was doing it, I was just watching him. And then kind of stopped going. And lately, these maybe, I've been working at Lucky's and we have one there every Tuesday. So I'll pop in, and it seems like the comedy scene, there's a lot of, to me, new comics. And I had fun. It was good watching it, and the topics are interesting. And it's just like, obviously it's hit or miss with open mic. Sometimes people are going to do good and sometimes people are going to do bad. But I think stand-up comedy is really cool. I actually want to try it. I have like a bunch of joke premises like in my phone that I've just never done anything with. I got to hit record on the camera real quick.
Oh yeah, hit the yep. I'm listening. Yeah, no. While you're doing that, you got some bits, you got some material.
Yeah, so I have a bunch written in my phone, and I've just like never done anything with them because there's too many things to try and be good at, basically. So it's so hard to like find time to actually work on jokes when I'm like playing drums like every day and trying to run and be healthy and work and just on top of all this stuff.
It is true. So you're running to be healthy. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So I actually growing up, I hated running, and then this last year, lady friend of mine, she's a really good runner.
I heard that, lady friend.
I've been doing it pretty consistently with her, and it's actually I'm enjoying it a lot. Like when I first started, it was just like get on the treadmill and just see how far you can go for 1 hour. Just stay on the treadmill for an hour and see how far you can go.
No, that's good.
It's like just to burn calories, and then started like kind of get an idea of where I was at, and then trying to improve, get a little bit farther within the hour. And then at first I was doing it kind of breaking it up, so I would do like a mile and then catch my breath for a minute or two, and then go back to it and just see how far I could go for an hour. And then ran my first 5K this year, and then did a 10K. I think I did 2 5Ks and 2 10Ks this year. But
braggadocious over here.
Yeah, so
no, you should boast about it though.
It's cool.
Good.
Yeah,
it's
no,
great.
it is. It's actually really fun doing the runs, like running with everybody, and like it's just like being in the pack, and like you find somebody, you try to stay with them, or you either pass them, or you try to hang with them.
You try to trip them. It's like you try to get them off. Please, Janet, look out.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Tripping's against the rules, but
Okay.
no, I don't. Actually, I don't even know what the rules. I don't know what the rules really are. It's just, it's fun to do. I don't really like think about like where I'm gonna place or try to win it. You know, it's just like complete it. And it's kind of fun too with like all the different courses. Like we did one 10K this summer. It was like up. You like start in the South Hills and you're like up running uphill and it's pretty brutal. And then finally you get up to the top and you like go down, you coast a ways, and the rest of it's like pretty flat all the way from like South. We did the Butte to Butte. So
Butte to Butte.
South
Oh yeah,
Eugene
I was gonna say
to the Little Butte, and that was a pretty fun one. It was also a tough one. And then the other one that I did was really hard. We did the Silver Falls run, and it was just the 5K, so it was only like I think it's like 3 miles or something like that. 3.1
2.7 miles, something like that.
But a lot of it was like uphill and even stair sections. So like just brutal going up because like, at first you're going down, you're like, oh, I'm doing great, this is easy, and then you start getting the stairs and going up, and it's just brutal. But anyways,
you get your thighs burning.
Yeah, running's been feeling good. What I liked about it is just like the simplicity. Like it's like it's just that. See how far you can go in an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like how far you get. It's not like you have to do this many sets, this much weight, and like trying to figure out all these different exercises to do. It's just like put your shoes on and run and sweat.
That's really good.
Yeah,
that's good. And
it's cool.
And you looking good.
Thanks,
looking
man.
Great.
Thank you. It feels good to be able to like put out a lot of energy and then catch your breath like pretty quick. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, yes. I know that with bike cycling.
Yeah, that's right. You ride cycles.
So I do. Yeah, I do because of my knee.
Yeah.
So I can't run. Yeah, unfortunately, at some point I'm gonna have that knee replaced. But I've been doing
a little bit of knee pain too.
You take
from
care
running.
of yourself. Yeah, if you're running, don't forget your stretches.
Yeah,
and
I've been stretching a lot more.
Keep your
and exercise in
and yoga, dude.
Yeah.
Yoga, you're on your knees, stretching them, doing like little lifts on them.
Yeah.
It makes all the difference in the world and keeps your
Where's
knees.
your knee pain? What's going on with you?
Right. I have arthritis in my right knee here.
Okay.
And basically, it's at a point where I stretch my knee every day, do yoga every day, to make sure it's all copacetic and
Aligned,
I can actually,
right,
I can actually walk.
Yeah.
I can walk a couple miles each day.
That's good.
But yeah, I walk, and then at home I have a stationary bike, so
nice.
I'll do that, and
that'd be cool to have.
Yeah, and I've just been
just
trying
hop on and
it's
burn some calories.
it's great to have. It's like an old school Schwinn, like from the 70s.
Nice.
So and it still works. I got some new felt pads to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it squeaks like nothing else. Great noise for your tinnitus, but.
You got tinnitus too.
I do.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Oh, baby. Actually listened to loud music today because I was like, oh, I love this song. And then later I was like, I'm sitting there in a quiet room. Shout out to musicians, wear earplugs, eargasms, whatever you need to wear.
In-ear monitors have been doing it for me. It's nice because they block out the sound, but they also put in the sound. And you don't have to have it like super loud.
Right, and I'm wondering as a drummer, even having in-ears in, you're still drumming, so you're still hearing yourself, your cymbals, and everything.
I am, but also like I want that. Actually, if I can, I prefer to have some of the audio from the microphones coming in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you still need to hear that, and at the end of the night, I'm sure it's like just a little.
Yeah, even with the min, and it's blocking out the sound, it is still pretty loud.
I've been still dealing with and we're just old school monitors, not in ears, and I'll at the end of the night, even with hearing protection in, I'll still take them out and I can still hear it in my ear, and I'm just like, great.
I got these cool little I think they're called Loop. It's like a little ear protection thing you put in. It's pretty cool. It works pretty good. It's like I got them because I was doing sound for the DJs a lot, and it was just loud in the clubs. I'm just trying to like get a break. So I like what I liked about them is they're easy to put in and take out. So if I need to pop them out and listen real quick, I can do that and then just throw them back in real quick.
Yeah, I have something like that. Heroes that they sell at GC Guitar Center.
It's nice because they also keep the like it's not all bass that you can hear.
And that's the thing too is like you got to find enough because I know there's like good filters that you can get so you can still hear all the highs. It just lowers everything by like 10 dB or something like that, 10 to 15 dB.
Some claim like 18 dB. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did try the Diodario ones, which is still like on their old school earbuds that you put in with a string.
Right,
like a fancy string
tied together. Yeah,
yeah, and it I feel like it almost blocks out too much. So then there I am like fiddling with it.
It's weird too because like playing with ear protection in, it makes me play differently. Yeah, like my dynamics aren't the same.
It is I feel like it changes how you play.
Exactly.
Like and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're stopping and like trying to listen. It's like
are you popping? You got one out and one in.
One out. You know, I'll see that at concerts too. Like they have the in-ears in, and sometimes they'll pop it out because like, how can I hear it? This
it affects also too the way you're listening to your other players. You know, not just like your instrument, but like just how
keep in sync with everyone.
In sync, like how hard everybody's hitting. You know, or what tempo or
in sync.
Yeah.
Bye.
I played that at the end of my DJ set the other night. It was pretty fun.
Nice. That's a good one. I tried doing that song, but everyone kept requesting Bad Bunny, and I'm like, I no clue. Yeah, you had the same tilt in your head like I did. It's like I don't know who that is, but I put it on, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is my song.
Nice.
I love this one." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I have a playlist that is labeled crowd requests, and so if I don't have it, I'll put it in there.
I like that. I love that because and that's what I should do more often is have out this so that people can just rather than come up to say, "Excuse me, can you play this song for me?"
Yeah.
This is my song. And it happens all the time, especially certain venues to where everyone's a little liquored up.
I usually will tell people if they if they ask for a request to say if I have it, I'll try to work it in. If I don't, I'll play it for you next time. Because the way honestly like my setup works is like that's kind of how it is. Is like I could open up Spotify or something and try to play it off of there, but it's kind of a little risky because like sometimes you never know how like two softwares are going to interact. So like I'm using Serato. And then
shout out Serato.
Yeah,
heck yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
There, Serato.
Yeah, Serato's been great. But so if I can, like I was saying, I can build my playlists with Tidal, but for them to be the most updated version, I have to close the software and then reopen it. So it's like if I don't have the song, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing to do, here's a little trick of the trade, everyone, is if someone asks you a request, here's what's handy to have a mixer on the side. So you have just that to hook up to your phone, have the Spotify on there, and just play the song flat
Well, what
out.
I've discovered recently is that with Tidal and Serato, they don't work great together because if you hit play on Serato, it'll stop Tidal and vice versa. But I think it's because they're both using Tidal to stream. But I can open Spotify and have Serato playing at the same time. I discovered the other day, so I was like, okay, well, that's interesting.
That's perfect. You just type in
so now you can fade out of one and into the other.
But
you still have to do it manually with like the mouse on the volume.
Oh yeah,
like you can use the controller to fade Serato out, but then if you want to have like a smooth like from
transition,
Spotify.
because you're always about that smooth transition. Like, what's going to work?
That's like the main thing, honestly, with like DJing. It's just like keep the music going. Like, don't let it stop.
And you don't have to play the whole. And that's the other thing that everyone always thinks is like you play the whole song to its entirety.
No,
you don't have to because you got a lot of people wanting songs,
dude. I kind of look at like when I'm DJing, like. And I'm queuing things up for people. It's like I'm listening to the music for them. I'm preparing it ahead of time. Like I'm cutting off the intro, or I'm coming in right at the chorus where it's going to be the fun part. Like after the song that's already on, or like you kind of you're listening for them. You're preparing these moments ahead of time, and just keeping the party rolling.
Oh yeah, and there's a little trick I do, and I think I showed it to you to like doing the turn down for what? Little
Oh,
John
yeah,
song.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Psych people out with the Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen. That is my favorite thing to do, and I didn't do this last time around because I could sense like if I did that, like burn the witch. I saw that happening.
They're like,
from a
this
mile
fucking
away.
guy.
Oh yeah, this dude coming through, ruining my good time. And I saw that from a mile away, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make sure to just.
Yeah.
I did eventually switch to it, but. Yeah.
I've seen one of our DJs at the Drake do that to a whole club of people. It's funny. But
it's
they
great.
like it.
Oh yeah, because it's like
think it's funny.
How can they be mad? There's
Yeah.
like always one mad person. It's like
I mean, both of those songs are fire too, honestly.
they are. They like work. It's the guy that did that. Shout out to that guy. He what a copacetic way.
Because that moment, that song just like sets the next moment up to be so like epic on
5 to 9 and everybody shouts.
And then
She was a dancing queen, young and free. Oh,
all the girls are like, oh my god.
oh my god, this song's about
Speaking of that, it's hilarious when you play there's this Cardi B song. She's like, I want you to touch that little dangly thing and stuck in the back of my throat. It's funny though, because like there's always like one girl that is at least one girl. There's probably more girls than one that are like singing that line. And it's just the silliest, funniest vocal, but it's so funny.
It
Or
is.
But that's, I mean,
I
people
love a
just
girl
like
with dad
silly
issues.
music.
Love a girl with dad issues. That's the best.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to that one. Shout out.
I
to
think, I don't know.
Shout out to Broken Girls. We love you. Anyways, we'll be right back. Let's see here. I wrote some notes here.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what you got there. Time's kind of flying. We're already at like 45 minutes.
I said, how big is your penis? Oh, that's not appropriate.
Medium size.
Medium size. You know what? Shout out to medium size people.
Yeah,
we love you.
Medium size is underrated.
It's underrated, highly. It's Diet Coke. It's fine. I don't know why I wrote this down because I think I'm a comedian myself. What is Charles? Who is Charles? Why is Charles?
Oh, geez.
I don't know.
We're getting philosophical.
It is a little
why
bit.
is Charles?
Because I feel like even based on your first episode, we didn't get like a prologue. No, like.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess you say you kind of have.
I know. I've been like interviewing people, and in some like at some points, people ask me questions, but and I guess I've never really like deep dived on. I guess myself too much, but
we'll have the Charles episode hosted by Charles.
I'm just born and raised in this area. I just am passionate about playing the drums. I'm also very interested in like audio, video, photo, just kind of being a creator, creating art. This podcast is I think has a lot of potential because we were talking about like there's a lot of people that I know that are interesting that that I could talk to, and I feel like I'm grateful for a lot of like opportunities and things that I've had and gotten to do as a result of mostly or largely playing music
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I enjoy doing things professionally that I'm passionate about or interested in. That's kind of my ultimate goal is to be a professional musician, a drummer.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to make a living doing that, so I have to be more than that. I have to be an audio engineer, a videographer, a photographer, a podcaster, maybe. It'd be cool to eventually make money with this, who knows?
Got to get the sponsors on there, Dr. Sasquatch.
Yeah,
and
I think that could be really cool, like having sponsors and stuff, promoting like local businesses and bars and stuff and shows and all kinds of stuff. Really.
Yeah, we'll make you an OnlyFans. Don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing this like because I think it's going to make me money.
But this is fun because I think you are enjoying this. At least I think you are.
Yeah. Well, so I want to tell stories. I want to get things out there. I feel like if we don't tell our stories and our experiences and things like that, like they don't get preserved. You know, like one thing that's kind of cool about audio video is like it could outlive me. It could outlive me. Like if when I die, somebody could see a video
Now we're
or a
getting
recording
deep.
of me, and get to know about me, because those things are accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And that's like, when you say it's scary to put things out in the ether.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing, to where I overthink things sometimes of what I put out there.
Uh-huh.
And part of me is like, I should just do it, even if it's just like Instagram video of me
Yeah.
chipping around on a bass or whatever,
Yeah.
or my OnlyFans page where
Yeah.
you can see my hairy asshole. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying of like, it's something it can be more than yourself. And you also reach other people too that have similar interests, or like your music, which Tulpas,
Yeah.
not all, which is,
I feel like
which is
it
great.
bridges a lot of audiences together too.
Yeah. Cause you're talking about multiple things too, and doing, live stuff there, doing live music, which is always fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, doing this podcast, I think is a great idea. Keep it up.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I really want to. I just need to, like, focus and not be afraid to do it.
Yeah.
No,
I know what you mean. I feel like I'm at that kind of point too, to where I need to start, just doing more. Because like you said, it's work. Like but you're passionate enough to do it to like, I'm practicing. You're learning how to do stuff on DJ boards and new software. And, And, that's the main thing, just doing it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Honestly, so
Shia
that reminds me,
LaBeouf.
like, I went to school for a little bit at Lane to study audio engineering. and I
Yeah.
was gonna get the
was
certificate.
it Melissa that's still there?
I don't know. I had a couple
I'm
teachers.
trying to remember her last name.
There was teachers in the studio, and then there was teachers in the like classroom part of it.
Yeah, there was like Ed
was it
there.
Alberto? I think his
Alberto,
name was?
yes. Yeah.
He was my favorite one.
Because I think when I was there, he was like still like a TA
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And then I think he's been doing more stuff with I think Ed. Oh my goodness, I know his last name too, and it kills me not knowing it at this very moment.
I see him occasionally around town. But the reason I bring it up is because I went to school to do that and to get an audio engineering certificate, but I didn't finish because I just went to work. I started working at Lucky's and doing sound for the Broadway review.
But I mean, that's good. But you know what? I mean, not to carbon copy, but carbon copied. I did the same thing, and I ended up just running live sound for another band, and just you learn. I mean, because they're like, oh, you know how to do this. You did audio engineering. You know about stuff, microphones and whatnot, and then you still have to deal with their feedback. It's like it's feedbacking. It's because you have the monitor turned up too loud, idiot.
Yeah.
But I need to hear myself.
Like I was saying too, like once you kind of know your way around a mixer and a DAW and a couple other things, it's like they're all just different versions of themselves. That, like it's either Logic or Pro Tools or whatever. But they all kind of they all have the same functions. It's just learning the specific software and the hardware too. The mixers too, like the mixer at John Henry's versus the mixer at Big Dirty. It's like they do the same thing. It's just a different machine. It's like learning how to do it on a different machine.
Oh yeah, just trying to.
But also too, I mean, with that said, like like we were talking about before, you're always learning new things about the gear, and like just there's so many like little tricks and things that it's like you never heard of before, and you just have to constantly like be paying attention to learn these things.
Yeah, it's always a catch-up game. I keep learning new and newer things, which is cool. Because, when I went, it was like Pro Tools 5 or something like that. And where are they at now? Like 10, 11, 12, something like that.
Yeah, I haven't used Pro Tools in a while. I think the last time I used Pro Tools was
time.
actually at Lane was what they were using.
Yeah, that's what they had there, and I started on that, and then eventually got a cheap MacBook to run Logic.
Yeah.
Learned off that too.
Yeah. I just went with Logic because it's proprietary for the MacBook, and so I was like, why not just run that? And I like it. I do like it a lot. And that's like usually my go-to DAW.
Yeah. That's usually my go-to. I have a buddy, Ben Rodrigo. Shout out.
Yeah.
That
Benny
douchebag.
boy. He's getting married too.
He's getting married too. I'm in his wedding.
Oh, snap.
Yay, I know. And you are
Yeah.
DJing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'll
Look
be
at that.
DJing.
You'll be there. You'll get to see me.
Super excited.
Yes, I'm hoping to lose a little more weight before then. Can I plug that real quick here about my weight loss?
Oh, absolutely, please.
For those of you that know me from a few years back, you remember me from years back having a longer beard and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I gained a lot of weight at a certain period of time. We're going to get real deep right now. And so I got to a point where the doctors, I had some health issues and I had to address them. And I went on a diet back in 2020. I had a blood clot again. And they were like, yeah, you're on blood thinners for life. And you got to do all these things. And anyways, I had to start changing my lifestyle. Had to go and start losing a lot of weight. And I was at 389. And I lost, and now today, this morning, I'm at 299 right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
100 pounds.
So almost 90 pounds.
Wow.
I lost that over the past few years.
That's awesome, man.
So,
Congrats. What's your diet like? What do you do? Let's talk about some of that.
Well, first of all, I wake up in the morning and hate myself, and
it takes a good little dash of hate.
Little dash of hate. You got it. Self-loathing. You know what? Self-loathing is highly underrated. You just have to be like, you know what? You're a piece of shit, and you need to work on yourself. You need to get down and work yourself.
Dude, honestly, though, like sometimes I do watch motivational videos, and they're just like, just do it. Get the fuck up.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf, like that whole do it.
It's so funny.
I
don't watch Shia LaBeouf motivational
well,
videos.
there's other people that can motivate you other than that psycho. What I've basically diet-wise, it's mostly been a Mediterranean diet.
Okay.
A lot of doctors always say, you want a Mediterranean diet. Whole grains, not a lot less carbs, not a lot of red meat, so a lot more chicken and fish and whatnot. And just proportion size, as well as a combination of that with intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I'm with you. I try to lean towards chicken, I guess, over beef, but I still eat beef. The fasting thing, I think there's something to. I try to, after I wake up, I'll try to wait as long as I can, usually to eat something. I'll wait at least a couple hours till after I wake up. But I've never really been a breakfast person anyway, so that kind of works for me. Breakfast just kind of makes me feel yucky.
Breakfast is the best meal in the world. I won't forget post-drunken nights the next day, going to Embers and getting a chicken fried steak over medium eggs, hash browns, and a pancake.
Breakfast food. I love breakfast food.
You love breakfast food.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't like eating it at breakfast time.
When I wake up.
Well, yeah, because unless you're hungover, whatever, you're smoking a little something, then you'll want something really good.
I've been trying to stay. I've been trying to wean away from sugar. It's hard.
Good. That one's a hard one. There are some good alternatives out there that aren't just stevia.
Yeah. I still mess up, and I'll have a candy bar or something like that here or there. But
you know what?
I'm trying to be more aware.
You know what? Being aware is a diet.
Yeah.
Being aware is like, you know what? I'm going to have this time, and the next time I'm just going to be good. Like, you're going to go for a run. You're going to go do something. And I think that in itself.
The exercise is good. I feel like A, it burns calories, but B, it kind of, you earn your calories too.
Yes.
You feel like if you did go, run and sweat your ass off, like you don't want to mess it up.
No, because you want to keep, that's the thing, balance.
Yeah.
Because you'll be times where I did that big run, and then you go home and you have a steak meal.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, I earned that. I'm starving. I'm going to eat.
Is that the camera?
No, it's just the light for the camera.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We don't need it. We don't need to see it. All right, checking camera here. It's fine. Technology just interrupting our, lovely conversation here. I'm having such a whoa, baby! Look out for that. Jeepers, Roix Raggy. You want to be careful on that one. Ugh. Like Roix Scoob. Uh-oh. No one needs to hear my impressions. It's okay.
Well, I plugged it in, but it was supposed to come back on. I forgot to plug the light in, but it's all good.
It's fine.
We don't have to stop at any time, but we're actually coming up on an hour. Just putting it out.
No,
but
yeah,
where were we? We were talking about diet and
Diet
exercise,
wise,
and sugar,
cutting the calories, making sure you're not a fat piece of shit each day.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, it's like that I'm running and stuff. I want to get lighter so I can be better at it. Just I can like move my body easier and
you want to rock your body,
rock your body.
Rock your body right.
That's actually that's one of my go-to karaoke songs.
Everybody,
it is my go-to karaoke song.
Yeah.
Is "Don't Stop Me Now," Queen.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love
Don't
that song.
Stop me now.
Yeah.
Having such a good time.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one. I did try Journey, Don't Stop Believing. And
that voice is hard to do.
I was an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. I did at a karaoke one time. I did Kill Switch Engage.
I tried that too.
It's hard.
I did Into Heartache or whatever.
Oh, good one.
But dude, that's hard. I can't scream at all.
You can't. Oh, that's right. You don't scream much. I do until I kill my vocal cords, and I know that's not the right way of doing it. Are we even filming?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We're at 27 minutes on this one. Yeah, I can't scream. It's hard. It messes my throat up.
Yeah, it's something that I used to be able to do, and I don't do it as much anymore.
It's crazy to think that there's people who do it multiple times a week in front of audiences.
They got they got the gift that
Yeah.
can do it. I mean, and
There's
can make
technique.
There's technique. I mean, there's even the same as how vocalists warm up.
Yeah.
Like
Me,
that
me,
whole
mama.
Yeah.
I was in choir.
La, da, 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 da. Yeah. You were in choir. Yeah. Speaking about you growing up, you're gonna love this subject.
Okay.
I texted you one night that we found an old VHS film. So you and my wife
Was it a dirty VHS film?
It was a dirty VHS film. It was like Dirty Naughty Angels 3.
Oh boy.
No. No, actually it was you went to school with my now wife, Emily.
Oh yeah.
Narvaez, and you and Marissa.
Yeah.
And you guys were, I think, in the similar class, the Christian school class.
Yeah, that's right.
And you guys had to do like talent show things, and it came up to, and I sent you messages like,
They were like Christmas choirs or performance.
It was Christmas choirs. All the families are there. Weird, freaky principal and stuff like that. Nothing against him. But I saw, and they were like, "That's Charles." I was like, "That's not Charles."
Dude, you did. That's right. You sent me a video.
I was like, "That's not him."
I
and
was
I'm
like
just,
6 or something.
and I was like, "There's no way!" And you're just so cute and adorable.
I wonder how old I was in that video. That's funny.
I would imagine under 10.
Yeah.
So probably like 8 or 9, somewhere around there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, interesting. Grew up and went to a private school for, all the way up until high school, and then went to public high school and yeah.
No, it's cool. I got to see Emily in there, and scary thing about Emily and I is that we looked very similar growing up.
Oh, really?
Because her grandma at one point gave her a nice little bowl cut.
Oh,
just really jeopardized.
Dude, everyone
her
had the
growing
bowl
up.
cut. I had the bowl cut too.
Bowl cut babies.
Yeah, that was in style.
And I'll tell you what, we looked similar.
Who doesn't love a good bowl cut?
Probably a 10-year-old girl that's dealing with emotions already.
She's not happy about that haircut.
Oh, not happy. It's like, cut my life into pieces. Yeah, definitely a little emo face from her. But
those haircuts are making a comeback too. The bowl cut, the
have
mullet. Oliver Tree.
Tell me, yes. Oh, yeah. Funny dude.
So funny. I love his music.
I'm not. I've heard some of his music, but I've mostly seen him on Pocket. Like he was on Bad Friends with Bobby Lee, Andrew
that's right.
Santino.
Yeah,
dude,
so
that
funny.
cracked me up.
Him and Bobby Lee, back and forth.
The back and forth was so good.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you saw that one. I like that one too. It
was one of my favorite. Oh, my still my favorite clip, and I'll bring.
He was doing the podcast rounds for a minute because he just had a new album come out. He did H3 also. With,
Ethan.
Yeah, with Ethan, and he did a bunch of I think he was on Steve-O's podcast.
Oh yeah, Steve-O, man, hey, what's going on, brothers?
Dude, Steve-O's actually got a good podcast.
He's got a. It cracks me up. I see clips from it all the time.
Yeah.
I need to watch a full episode. I've actually been watching full episodes of Kill Tony.
I watched Kill Tony.
And they're really funny because speaking of like, because you were saying about Luggies, like people like sometimes a hit or miss. And
Yeah.
I just saw a real big miss. You know.
Yeah, sometimes there's some big misses there.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a funny show. I mean I can't talk too much because like I watch it just about every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, like sometimes it's like hilarious, and then sometimes I'm like, whoa, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, just a little racial jokes, no big deal.
Yeah.
We're fine, everybody. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing about comedy these days. Maybe we can get on this subject, but it feels like it can be risque to even be a comedian or even try and attempt jokes, especially.
Or just to have like an opinion.
An opinion about something, because you know what? Your opinion's wrong. I hate to tell you, and you need to get with the program, because I don't like that. People telling you what to do. Then some comedians' jokes, they definitely are just trying to get a reaction.
Sometimes I like just doing things for pure shock is not. It's, for me, doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean?
No. Some good structured jokes I'm all about.
Yeah,
I like that.
They can be edgy and done, appropriately. And then sometimes, and then other times it's like you're just trying to get a cheap, low hanging fruit.
Yeah. It just depends on like what type of comedy. Or some people are into certain comedians that people send my way, and I'll be like,
not for me.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Other ones, I'm always like, ooh, that's really good. Tonight, Pablo Francisco.
Oh, that's right.
That's tonight. He's one I've been following for a long time, and he's going to be at the Wow Hall tonight.
Sick.
Today being the Friday.
Yeah, I used to have his tape, and I would listen to it over and over when I was a kid.
Wave a splash, you sexy man.
He does a really funny Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation.
Oh yeah.
Tacos get down.
the little tortilla
yeah,
boy.
he's doing the movie trailer voice.
In the city, you must fight to survive.
Yeah, I had that tape. I used to listen to that so much when I was a kid. Pablo Francisco at the Wow Hall. I was gonna say my favorite comedian right now, I think, is Stavros Halkias.
Oh,
I love Stavros.
I haven't watched the new special, but I saw that he had a new one on Fat Little Rascal.
I actually got to watch that live in Portland at the beginning of last year.
Oh, did you? Oh, nice, nice.
And then he just put it out at the end of this year, his special, and so it was actually really interesting getting to watch it live. And then a year later, watch the special on Netflix.
That's so cool.
And some of it I didn't recognize, but then later on, a lot of it I did recognize.
Yeah.
So it was just really interesting to see like someone do it live and then see it on tape.
Yeah, no, and it's so different, like seeing it in person, because you feel the energy of the room a little bit more.
And he does like sections with like crowd work and stuff live,
which is always fun.
Yeah. So it was really a great show. Stavi's hilarious.
Dude, Stavi on podcasts as well.
Oh, he's my favorite.
He's just he's another element. Like Bad Friends, he was just on. Your Mom's House, I think, was a little bit ago.
Well, same thing too. He was doing the rounds because of his special coming out. So he's just like everywhere.
Everyone wants Stavi.
I actually got to meet him. Dude, I was checking into our hotel.
Pre or post teeth?
Well, what do you mean? He got his teeth done? I never noticed, so I guess probably post.
He had some teeth missing.
Oh.
And I think he had a veneers put in or something like that.
Well, I was checking in. We were walking in. We're getting ready to go to the hotel, and Stavi's walking down the street. And I was like, there he is. And so I got to say what up and take a quick picture with him. He was cool. He was cool.
Nice.
He was nice. Yeah, it was fun. It was. So that was really neat. And just getting to watch his show was great.
Oh, that's so rad.
Yeah.
I got to see, I didn't get to meet him, but I got to see Bert Kreischer up in Portland this last year, and that was so cool.
Nice.
I was just laughing the entire time. Terrible seats I had.
I bet it was cool. It's funny, Bert. I like Bert, but sometimes Bert is like a little much for me.
Yeah, he goes off track, and you're just like trying to follow what he's saying, and I think that's the charm of it. Sometimes is where he's just going off in these. He's just like,
directions. I'm the center of the universe. He sounds just like that.
That's his impression. That's so good. Someone,
But I did watch the Machine, the movie. I seen that special.
the Machine.
Yeah, with Mark Hamill was his dad. in the
That
movie.
was good. I like his. I love that bit.
Yeah.
It's a great bit.
Yeah.
I felt I liked the movie. It was a bit derivative, but it was still good. Controversial
It
statement.
was entertaining enough. I thought
you know
it was
what?
good. Yeah.
It was entertainment, but
Yeah.
I gotta say, low key, the funniest thing about that is there's a little snippet or a little cameo, if you will. If you're looking down the alleyway, there's a part where there's spray paint on the.
Oh yeah, and
sidewalk.
it says Tom is fat. Yeah,
And
that was so funny.
I saw that. I just died in the movie theater.
Did you see the music video that Tom did? And then he I think he kills Bert at the end.
Yes. Oh, the dancing one where he
Yeah.
practices. Oh, that I cry laughing when
So
his
funny.
and also Bert's reaction to it.
Yeah.
As well. So good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that part.
Too funny, dude.
Yeah, but podcasts are great. I love all these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's funny how we've been watching them all.
I know. I'm wondering. Let's see. We're over an hour, but I was just thinking:
Okay.
is there anything
Sure.
else? Is there anything else we want to talk about before we wrap this puppy
Sure.
up?
Let's talk about. I guess I didn't really get into too much of past stuff, but that's
We can talk about whatever.
we talk about whatever.
Yeah.
I wrote notes here of well, back in the day, here's the thing about Devin. I'll just I can sum it up really quick. I am a bass player. I'm a guitar player. I'm a pretty amateur drummer, and I'm amateur keys as well. But yeah, I've been playing for a long time, and yeah, I think music is life. If you ever see Ted Lasso, he says football is life.
Oh, okay.
With me, music is life for sure.
Same.
And I love playing it. I love doing it. I do it every day. And nowadays, I've just been doing a lot of guitar building, finding kits or finding old guitars, and then as well as crafting bodies myself. But I've been
That's really cool.
doing a lot of that and trying to piece it together.
I love the craftsmanship. It goes into a lot, really fine instruments.
It's work.
Dude, speaking of that, I watched this YouTube video last night. Actually, this guy made a guitar with a round rotating neck. So
I saw
it
that
had
video.
guitar strings
A lot of
all the
people
way up to
send me
bass
that.
strings.
Yes, so it's he puts
Insane,
on 200
dude.
gauge strings on there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's wild, and he just
He
spins
he
it around.
crafts this instrument, invents basically a new instrument.
Yeah,
And, has to make the neck super
not
strong
practical.
and rigid and
not really practical, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's still something. What's funny is the entertainment value there is really cool.
Yeah.
and it is something unique. You don't.
it would
see.
take probably years of practicing and trying to perfect this new instrument to make it work. But
the stick.
and I don't even play a stringed instrument, so I can't even really comprehend what it would be like to, or if it's even really possible to make what to do on that.
Well, yeah, it looks. It looks confusing.
It's wild though. It's like this big cylinder and it rotates, but it's like a guitar neck that rotates, and it goes all the way from little guitar strings up to big fat bass strings.
Oh yeah, and it's
and it's got
I've
frets
seen that.
on it.
It's got and even frets. It's the what are they? I don't even remember what they called it, but it's something I'd never even seen before.
Looks
at
like
all.
a Gatling gun.
It definitely does. The first time I saw this, this is like a Gatling gun,
Yeah.
and it's cool. But when you see him, when he wraps up the chords in it the first time around, and just.
Oh yeah, he has to figure out how to get the wires.
But
and
he
the signals.
engineers it. He thinks of
That's really cool.
ideas. And it's really cool. And I've been trying to do kind of stuff like that are kind of unconventional on some of these. A lot of them are basses that I pieced together. And on one of the basses, I wanted to put a passive distortion circuit on it, which is just putting a bunch of diodes in parallel to each other and just making it to where, because I've heard other basses do that to the circuit, and it sounds cool.
So it's like the distortion is built into the bass.
Yeah,
guitar?
but it's not a fuzz. It's not quite
it's kind of its
a
own
distortion.
thing.
It's its own thing, and it for guitars it kind of lowers the output volume. A lot of people know it as the black ice circuit that you can get in, and it sounds cool. I'm gonna have to experiment with it, but yeah, I've been trying to do unique things, and then I've been wanting to build more and eventually get to a point where I can sell some of them.
That's
and,
cool. I was going to ask you. Yeah. So where are you trying to take it?
Yeah, a lot of them I just build and just keep myself. It's like I got a new little toy.
That's cool. And you have the tools and things to.
I have a good amount of tools. I don't exactly have everything to do, and I don't have the capability to make a guitar neck, like all the frets and fretboard. I haven't done that yet, so I've been buying necks, but I have enough stuff to do the bodies on it.
I seen one body that you made. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
the purple and green one that I kind of pieced together. That one was fun. That one's heavy. That one's way heavy.
bass.
It is a heavy one. I need to get in there with a drill and just make holes because it's
It's really heavy.
Oh, it's heavy.
Like wearing it for a whole set would probably be
it's furniture
Yeah.
at this point. Dragging it around.
Huh.
But no, I've been doing that. And then playing, practicing, doing the covers band. I don't have another band at the moment. I do have original music, but I just haven't. I only have demos and stuff I've ever posted to Instagram, and I just haven't really gotten too far. And that's something that I want to work on this year is getting more original songs that I
Nice.
have ideas for and putting them out there. See if people like them. If you don't
Heck
like
yeah.
them, just hit a thumbs down. It's fine.
Well, where can we find you for these things? This year?
You can find me at Devino Bologna on Instagram. It's just a play on word. Someone called me. I have a friend, Julian, that called me that years ago. He's like, "Your new name is Devino Esmeralda Bologna," and
You just read with it.
oh, he used to pick on me in high school. It's fine.
That's funny.
And now we're best friends forever. But no, at Devino Bologna on Instagram, and then just Facebook, Devin Craig. You can hit me up there.
Gotcha. I usually I've been trying to put the links with the podcast too.
I'll get you the links after.
I'll put those
after
in the
we,
comments or the bio section or whatever.
Yeah. Links in the description.
In the description, that's what I mean. Yeah.
let's see.
Still
Don't
getting
forget
this
to
thing down.
hit subscribe, like the video, and if you like what's going
Indeed,
on.
yeah. If you made it this far,
Yeah.
congrats, props to you. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to our bantering here, and thank you for having me on.
Of course, yeah. I'm super down to do this anytime.
I want to do this again,
Yeah.
and I want to, let's get some jerk offs in here. I want to get Rocky on here.
Okay.
I want to hit him in the balls.
On camera.
On camera, we got a camera now, so let's hit him in the balls. I'll get a GoPro footage of that.
We'll put it on our OnlyFans.
Put it on our OnlyFans. It's. Oh, by the way, when I first heard OnlyFans, the what's the first thought that comes to your head? I literally.
Just porn.
Oh well.
Oh, you mean like if you?
I was like literally like people that love fans,
Oh,
like actual
yeah.
like.
It's
fucking-
like a Patreon or something.
And yes, it's like a Patreon. But yes,
It's like a naked Patreon.
naked Patreon. There's nothing, and you know what?
Nothing
wrong with
wrong
that.
with it.
Nothing wrong with
Nothing
that.
wrong with it at all.
I appreciate it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to pay the $5 a month or however much you want.
I mean,
to
if it's
charge,
only
but-
$5, I might.
Well, that's mine. There's other these things that are so classy broads that want to be there for like $20 a month. Come on, get out of here. Anyways, and on that lovely note, anything else you want to ask me?
Honestly, I don't know. I think nothing's really coming to mind. Just thanks so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for having me. I hope I can make it to the Tulpa show on February 10th
February
at the John Henry.
You got it, my friend. Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Well, sweet, dude.
Great. Well, we did it. We
Yeah.
made it through. I
We made it
still
through.
keep looking at the camera if it's still on.
It's on. Yeah, it's
It's
on.
on. Okay.
We just lost the light.
That's fine.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess that's going to do it for now. Yeah, please, anytime, let me know when you want to come back on.